Pretty cool location, a lot of really cool stuff all along the way. So we're gonna check this out in the COVID era 2022. Documenting Hong Kong 2022. 2.5 years ago, Hong Kong banned foreigners and none of you have been able to come in. Same with where I'm living in Macau. No foreigners allowed, and I'm gonna be filming in Hong Kong just like I was filming in Macau and showing you what it looks like in this COVID era and kind of giving some reflections about it and showing you lots of videos. So here we are documenting Hong Kong 2022.
Edit that in later.
True. So we're gonna head on this way. So yeah, this Hollywood is I think Brenda is kind of known for like antique shops, right? It's kind of known for yeah. It's a pretty cool little space.
If you want to know the story, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Why it's antique.
Yeah.
Because back when this was the beginning of the colony, the traders would go up into mainland China and they would steal or buy or trade Chinese antiques, and then they would bring them back here and then sell them for cash to take back to England. So that it became an antique market as just kind of a trading place for the British colonists to dump their wares before heading back to England for cash.
So do you also know why it was called Hollywood as well? So
I've actually forgotten. It's not related to American honesty. Nobody knows for sure.
Yeah.
I think there's two theories. One is there's a tree, a shrub or something. Well, holly is a shrub, obviously, but I think one of the theories is named after a bush. And another one, I forgot the other one, but I think nobody actually, on Wikipedia, I think it said nobody's certain which one it is. I don't know.
I'm going to try to capture a little bit of this corner. The corners are kind of cool to capture anyways. So here's Ebergen Street, got some artwork. I think I filmed up this street too. All these little cross ones are kind of amazing, especially going downhill, but we're going to keep on going this way. And this one is kind of interesting because of all these routes. So I definitely remember filming this before, and parts of Hong Kong reminded me a lot of like Cambodia, images of Cambodia have a lot of this focus. And so when I see that in Macau or even in Hong Kong, or sorry, when I see it in Macau and Hong Kong, what the heck is that? Is that a bird up there?
Yeah, big long-tailed bird.
Is that like a native species that roams around in Hong Kong, or is that like connected to the house?
I don't know.
Can't quite capture it in the camera, but we saw one jumping up down it's like a giant tail.
He's got a red thing on the top of his head, like a crown. I can see his crown just over the edge. Here he comes. It looks like it's going to come up on the edge. Now I can't see it, but you can see his head for a second.
Like right there. So yeah, we can't see him now, but it's kind of cool.
Long-tailed bird, very exotic looking.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And now we're seeing some of these art stuff too. I think we're going to see a lot more of them down here. Yeah, and actually the Brendan's story, here's a friendship trading company, so I think I kind of associate that with trade as well historically. The story about the antiques and Blackwood furniture. Yeah, I don't know how they do it in Macau, but you see all those Chinese characters. I think those are two different artists right there, but in Macau there's one artist that does all this kind of artwork, like the hand drawing, like the paint drawing, and then he started to stencil it, and he's really well known, and almost all of Macau has this very certain style. Like these are like two different styles, but it's kind of interesting to observe and think about different stuff like that. The dragon's kind of cool as well. Yeah, I like this this wall of trees like that. Yeah, actually, Hong Kong has a lot of I don't know what you'd call it, but it's like tropical weather, I guess. Typhoons, kinds of interesting stuff. So we're gonna be walking towards Brenda's apartment, and I have been there myself in the past. I used to come over from Macau and hang out with him in the past, and I would take a taxi over there and be in this amazing little area to explore, and then I could get back to Macau really quickly too, because the ferry to Macau is not too far away from here. about a 10-minute walk. It's all been closed. I guess actually originally I was going to reflect a lot on the COVID era and just see what it was like in 2022 because foreigners can't come in, but actually, to be honest, it's pretty normal here. There's not really a lot to say about it. The bars do close at 10 o'clock. The restaurants and bars, they all close. So that's gonna change though in about, I think it's May 18 or May 19. It'll open until 12 midnight instead. And I think we're kind of getting close to his apartment. Check out those apartments. Pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna keep on walking down. Mercato Gourmet. Yeah, actually, I remember eating here with Brenda a long time ago. Came over to visit. He brought me to that place. I don't know if you, I'm sure you went there many times. Okay, we're gonna keep on walking down. Some nice outdoor restaurants here. This one's called The Classified. And there's more over on that side as well. Ollie's. Oh, okay. Got some alleys along the way. I think now we're in Shangwan because I just saw something that said Shangwan Hollywood Road. So we walked from Central into Shangwan. Here's Ollie's. And keep on walking down. Pedestrian use opposite footpath, so we're supposed to be on the other way. So I guess we have to be over here. There's Ollie's. Okay, yeah, there's a... Pretty sure I've filmed Hollywood Road in the past too. I'm almost positive because this is actually all near the Macau ferry, which is in Shangwan. Got a nice little park right here. And I think it's Hollywood Road. So Brenda was on 200 Hollywood Road, which I think is 1 block away. So there's Temple. Oh yeah, now you got all these skyscrapers everywhere. I think, Brenda, we're like about a block away, right?
Yeah, two or 3 blocks. Still further.
There's Ladder Street. Different ways to go.
That's Antique Street down there. I mean,
oh, that's Antique Street.
All of this is, but that's all antiques basically on that little side alley.
Oh, okay.
This is only 80%. That's like 100%.
Oh, okay. Wonder if we should walk down that a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, probably. Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Can we just
we can come back up 1 block down.
Yeah. Since we kind of mentioned a little bit on this channel. So we're going to be walking down this one called Antique Street. Actually, this could be a different video, but I think we'll just include it into the Hollywood Road since it's
yeah, it's kind of, people kind of consider it as part of Hollywood Road. Things you must see on Hollywood Road.
So yeah, so if anybody's watching this channel and checking out Hollywood Road, we have Upper Alaska Road. There's a little antique alley. And actually, I could actually combine it.
Now, you know, with the trinkets and stuff, but originally was pure antique.
Oh yeah, you got Mao, Lenin, all the stuff that sells for tourists. Yeah, actually, this could actually be its own focus of the street as well, but I think I'll include Hollywood for this one though. Got some artisans. All right, so we're in the COVID era now, so I just wanted to keep coming back to COVID since that was actually one of the themes that I'm going to be talking about, is how it's different from Macau. And actually I don't see it very different at all. So I was under the impression that Macau has no COVID, so we're pretty relaxed in public, but actually it's pretty much the same here. I don't feel like there's you know, like the media projects it to be, with a ton of COVID everywhere. It's a nice coffee shop right there. Okay. I should be going slower through things, but I think I'm gonna... I kind of want to just give the viewer a general impression. So you can see some pretty cool stuff, but just as a general impression, this is the kind of stuff you can get here.
Obviously, I should probably clarify, or you, just that this is now, you know, more tourist trinkets that look like antiques. There are still, like, look over there, you know, there's real antique stores here.
Yeah.
Here, like, probably some amazingly expensive stuff in there, but it's very touristy now.
Yeah, actually,
and there's also more cafes on this street than there used to be, so it's kind of getting a little more trendy.
Just since you've been gone?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah, actually, that's one thing I've noticed since this is my first time. Both of us, Brenda was in Shanghai the last 4 years, and I've been in Macau for the last 9 years, but COVID is the last 2.5 years, where I don't think either one of us have been able to leave. But actually, Brenda and I were talking about that, just about how strange it is. You know, we're all in our, especially throughout Asia, we're all in our little COVID bubbles. So we all just only know that place that we've been at the last 2.5 years. So your apartment is to the left up here, then?
Yeah. You get that smell? That's my favorite Hong Kong smell.
Yes.
Some kind of traditional medicine, roasting or boiling or something. It's kind of cinnamony. I don't even know what it is exactly, but it's amazing. It's kind of interesting, like a melting Mickey Mouse. I think this street is actually famous for the graffiti, this alley. If you go all the way up, it's all like kind of insane graffiti.
This is a whole other street to film.
A couple of these side streets here.
So I might be walking around here another day, and just film. I'm gonna head up to Broadway, and then I'll end this video at your apartment so that I can conclude this one.
Finish the theme.
Yeah. So we're back on Hollywood Road right there. So that's 174 to 194, so we're pretty close. We basically walked down that way. We did an excursion down this little path, and now we're gonna be walking to 200. Yeah, actually this was actually one of my favorite areas to film in the past. You know, just like that Peel Street to me was always like kind of a heart of where I should be filming in Hong Kong. So this whole area, there's just so much to film. Wine shop. Actually today turned into a pretty good filming day. That's one of the things. That's a cool looking street right there too. That's actually one of the things is one of my purposes to come over here right now is just to film as much as I can, and especially this COVID era stuff. But actually it's pretty normal, but I think a lot of people haven't seen Hong Kong in quite a while, you know, because of the COVID situation. Yeah.
I probably would have. That was like my favorite place to go after work, because I just go walk here, hot as shit, tired, late after work, have a couple of pints there, some food, and then home was right here. Oh, that one. Ah, I missed it a lot.
Yeah, there's just so many little cool places just to sit at a window, look outside.
Hollywood.
That's the building right there, the green and yellow one, right?
Yeah.
Or the green and light green.
Yeah.
So 200 Hollywood, so we made it to the location. So I think what I'm gonna do is scramble across if I can. Oh, that's kind of cool. This is a place called Elephant Ground. Oh, and actually we're almost out of battery as well, so I'm just gonna try to get across. You can remember that last time too, but it was always hard to get across the street. There's some kind of cool stuff up that way. Ham shop, Spain, Iberica.
Crazy. So much.
And that's where Brenda used to live, right here, 200 Hollywood Road. You keep on going, there's always more to explore. The elephant grounds is kind of interesting. So, okay. And we got art shops and all kinds of cool stuff. I like that building too. Any reflections, Brenda?
If you come back, you might want to see there's a quite famous shrine. And all the incense and stuff. It's like one of the kind of popular ones here for tourists to see, but you can do it now. It's kind of cool.
We got 5% left on this battery. Is it like, is it worth? Maybe I'll conclude this one.
It's just right here. It's all, It looks like it's under construction anyway. So
I'll definitely connect it then, because it won't be worth a separate video, but it'll be good to add it. Some really cool little alleys everywhere.
I see right over here.
There it is.
Oh, this is really cool too. Hong Kong diner. It's like really, really well known. I think it's in all the guidebooks.
Same address as your apartment too, 200 Hollywood.
Yeah.
So this one's in all the, got a big long line as well.
Like for Hong Kong breakfast.
And here's that shrine, so I think we're going to end it at the shrine as well. Oh, these are right there. Go check out the road. Oh, hey guys. 3 things. Like, subscribe, make some comments below. It'll really help out my channel. Alright. Chiquinha.